Pisces, hello and welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie. As always, I hope you are doing fab. We're connecting into the new moon energies to see what is happening for you, Pisces. I really feel like there's some cool shifts occurring, and we're going to check in with those energies. We're right on the cusp of Scorpio into Sag, and as I said, the new moon energies. So we're really going to check in and see what is happening for you. I know the story and energies are different for a lot of people. I've been doing some private readings for dear friends, and they're similar. They're the same sun signs, different risings, and it's really interesting the different energies that come in. Yes, I understand they're personal readings, but when you look at it on a general level, people are in different states of when it comes to their relationships, when it comes to their business, their finances. So, take here what resonates for you. But I do find that there's some people that are in a bit of intensity in their relationship, are really trying to figure out what their next chapter is when it comes to their career, and also those that are really seeking, for Pisces Sun I'm talking about, and Moon and Rising, are also figuring out their finances, how to really start making a difference through their work and building their confidence in that way. For those who are also trying to step out and build their own career and business. So Pisces, let's take a peek at what the overall energies are and what Spirit wants you to know. So first up, we have got, I don't even know how to say this, Pleiades. And sometimes the way I pronounce things can be very different in American English versus Aussie English. Even though I live in America, here we go. So overall, we've got double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Now, Pisces, this is very you, because I feel like there is this aspect that there's just some things within you that are very innate. And I feel like as we're shifting, into Jupiter season, really, in our charts, and then shifting again into Aries, it's a wonderful time to really get connected to a higher spiritual level, okay, is what I feel here. But like I said, there's some things that are just innate, things that are natural for you, things that come easy to you. And maybe you don't realize it because it is that simple, like knowing how other people feel, being like super aware of what's going on and around the room energetically. It's kind of like, people may even call you the oracle. They're like, how did you know that? And I think it's interesting because you've got channeling and uplifting humanity. So with whatever joy that you have within you, whatever skills, talents, gifts that you have that just naturally flow through you, I feel right now that you're being called, or what you've been through is preparing you for what you're being called next when it comes to your purpose, your journey, and I guess the spiritual growth path that Spirit has, I guess, in store for you in terms of your gifts and giving out to the world. So there's something special here. I really feel like there's a transformation, and what that is, you're going to know. It's like, I feel like you're going to get this revelation all of a sudden, knowing what to do, where to go, who to be there and show up for. But I feel like this is like a very interconnected aspect. It's like I'm seeing gridding, like if you think, I'm trying to think of like, what is it called? Like if you think of Metatron energy and all the grids, points, it's what I'm seeing. It's like there's lots of connectedness between souls, energy, people. And I feel like, I don't know, something incredible is going to happen for some of you where it's just going to turn on, and there's just, there's this interconnectivity. I'm going to dive deeper, but I'm really feeling it. And I feel like it's this awakening, this recharging, and just like, wow, it's like you can see the world and people from a totally different aspect. And it's again, it's like a veil has been lifted, but it's like all your gifts are like shining through you. And I feel like you're so connected spiritually. It's pretty wonderful. And then you've got pillar of light. I mean, as I'm talking to you, like I'm so connected to spirit right now. Like I'm actually looking up, and I know I'm holding this card, and I've only just read it. Pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. There you go, folks. So if you have, like I said, maybe you've been called the oracle, you have this knowingness, you have this pull, there's just something magic. Like I said, I'm feeling the light, Pisces, like beaming out of you. And there's going to be special people on this planet that see it, that feel it, that recognize it, but it's an empowering connection, not one of sucking, the life out of you. It's an empowering connection. I feel like people are coming together for something really special, and I don't know what that is, but I feel like there's certain people that are being called right now, but it's like it's only starting to happen. I don't know. It's weird. I mean, these messages sometimes I don't know what it is, but it's kind of like this spiritual army is what I'm getting. I don't know if that's so bizarre to hear, or I don't know what that is, but I don't know. Spirit's doing something. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a world into being. I know this is not the medicine wheel as such, but I feel like a lot of you are probably being called right now to step up in a different way. That I feel like there's this part to awaken people, but people will awaken even more because they're connected to your energy, from the energy you give. Obviously not being the Messiah itself, but I just feel like there's something that's going to transform in these coming weeks, Pisces, for you in particular, that is going to, I don't know, I feel like this life-changing energy force. That's kind of what I'm getting. It's so bizarre, but it's so beautiful at the same time. It's powerful. It's like almighty in its own way. It's just a gift that you have been given, for some of you, just to shine your light and do what you're meant to do. And I don't know if you've been hiding. I don't know if you've been healing. I feel like you've been shedding. There's just something that, I don't know, it's pretty incredible. And I know, for some of you, it might be like it's pretty out there. But I'm just sharing what spirit is coming on through. And, I get a lot of visual when downloading. I get a lot of visuals. I can meet people and I see things like boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, oh, can I share what I saw with you, kind of thing. So that's what spirit is showing me. I get a lot of visual. All right. So whatever shift is happening, I feel like there's something that's going to be moving through pretty quickly. It's like, seriously, I'm getting like shivers right now, like in a good way. I feel like you're gonna get a whisper. It's like God, spirit, someone is gonna call on you, and it's like you're gonna know exactly what to do. This is quite profound, guys, and I don't get it. I'm sharing it. For some of you, maybe you've been waiting for this calling, but whoa, this is pretty intense. Yeah, I feel like some of you are going to get a whisper, and Spirit's saying, please listen. There's some way that they're trying to communicate, and it's going to come through pretty quickly. Maybe you've been getting downloads. Maybe it's been coming through in your sleep, but I feel that it's like you could be go, 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 and all of a sudden it's like you need time to rest and recharge, okay? And I feel like in between that rest and recharge, in that theta phase, is like you're going to hear things, see things, subject to whether you're clairvoyant, clairsentient, subject to how you receive information, clear audio. Just be mindful of what's coming in. And I think it's important, I'm getting like to scribe it down because it's going to tell you a story. So to pay attention, because spirit is trying to tell you something, or will be telling you something soon, that it's like you need to follow, but you're only going to get it when you're in between that rest energy. Yeah, I feel it in my left ear. It's like it's coming through on the left side. So that's also feminine energy. So just connect into that, Pisces, if this resonates for you. Uh, the World card and the Emperor. Yeah, I'm just feeling like there's this big shift occurring. And I just see you like kind of marching in a new direction, but in a way that is leading, like you're very powerful, Pisces. It's like it's like you are just rebirthing in this new way. I feel like you've been kind of like sunk energetically, just like calling, praying for help, like please God. Sometimes, like I said, I feel like sometimes too, and I think I've said this in a reading a week or two ago, like you feel like you've been left behind in a way. But the spirit is saying like they've been preparing you for something greater, something so big, so profound. And I feel there are some of you who are being called, which spiritually you're still growing. Some are going to be more maturely spiritually connected than others, and I feel like there's some younger people, or those that still need to mature, are coming on this path as well. Like they're being called. They're old souls. There's something light and something beautiful within them. And obviously all humans are, but we all operate from different levels. Depends how we connect, right? And there's just some people that are just not nice people, and we're not worrying about them because I feel like there's this is what's really important. I feel there's a lot of people that are just here right now to raise the energy, raise the vibration of things around, remove the heaviness that so many people are feeling, to really just, I don't know, it's kind of like promoting this new light, this new frequency. So people are feeling happier, feeling more joyful. And this could be part of Jupiter coming on in. It's really raising the vibration, but it's like Pisces, people are being called to do something pretty special. And it's like the old way of being is kind of like cycling out. The old energy, the old what is it? It's like the old cycle is kind of being, it's like it's gone, it's past now. This is a new opportunity to rebuild. This is a new beginning. That's what I'm hearing and that's what I'm feeling. So with the Emperor energy, this is also too, I'm just getting like be mindful of who you connect with and who you follow and who you allow to influence you, is what I'm getting with this Emperor energy. We're going to dive a bit further, Pisces. I mean, this is a really different reading, and I understand that, but I need to share what's coming through, okay? It's what Spirit's giving me. So if some of you are feeling a bit uncomfortable or this is not for you, then check your Sun, Moon, and Rising energies. But oops. I'm going to pull one more. Thank you. Yeah. I feel like a lot of you have been waiting for, it's interesting because I'm feeling like these need to go here. I feel like a lot of you have been waiting for the path to clear, and you know what that means for you. Tension, conflict, lack of clarity. It's like you've been waiting for it to clear because you know it's going to clear. You can't be constantly in fog. You can't be constantly in limbo. You know that life is a cycle, right? And I feel like you are just waiting, or have been waiting, for something to clear. And you may have been feeling in this Tower energy, even though what I'm hearing is, even though have been in this energy of perhaps struggle or don't understand why things have been challenging or so difficult, at the same time, you know the principle, you know how the universe works, you know how spirit works. Sometimes things are shaken up for a reason. Sometimes things change, shift, move for a few things. One, because you've been asking for help, you've been asking for spirit, you've been asking for clarity, for guidance, for something. And sometimes when we can't connect or can't listen in because we're feeling a lot of the anxiety or feeling a lot of the stress, we've got so many thoughts going on in our head, we can't really connect into spirit the way that we know how when we're still restful, especially if our stress levels are quite high, okay? And I feel sometimes because of that, that's when things change and change and change and change. And sometimes so much change can be like, are you seriously fucking with me right now? Because I feel like I can't take any more. But what's happening is you've just strengthened and strengthened and strengthened. You've held your ground, Pisces. You've held the fort together. You've held yourself together amongst the murkiness, amongst the struggle, amongst any rest, amongst of letting go of the swords, letting go of any battles. And I feel like this tower is actually one of beauty and one of beginning. But you're waiting for that word, you're waiting for like that something to now show you the path, because you can feel the energy lift. And with this Magician energy and this Ace of Wands energy, I'm really getting right now again that you're being called to use your gifts. You're being called to use your gifts in a wonderful way that starts this new beginning. I think you've got ideas. You've had these ideas for some time. Maybe they're circling back around with this world energy. But it's like you had to go through something or through an experience. But I feel like this is a big spiritual awakening to a whole new level. I don't know about you, but even in just waking up this morning, because I think today is the end of, as I'm connecting it, yeah. So today is the first day of Sagittarius. I know the new moon energy is right there, okay? And it was really interesting as I'm waking up. So I'm not fully awake yet and I'm still kind of asleep. It was like joy, that joyful energy. But it's like I know that Jupiter is coming. It's like I know this new moon is coming. But there's just something that was felt. And I even felt that with the eclipse season. It's like, I don't know if it's in my subconscious mind, I'm aware of it, but when I'm receiving this information and feeling, I'm in kind of that state of awake but asleep. And I feel like this is what is happening for you as well. It's like you might be getting information and maybe you haven't been holding on to it or really paying huge attention, but I feel like you're getting this spark of energy, this spark of information, this spark of something, but it's a puzzle for you to put together. And I feel like that's what Spirit is trying to convey right now. So if you get these ideas, whether you have a phone, you like to write in a journal, wherever you are, as you're getting them, please write them down, because it's going to tell you a story that you can put together that's going to help you get to your 10 of Pentacles, is what I'm receiving right now, okay? This is going to create the stability, the prosperity, the joy that you have been seeking. And we know with this new moon energy, it's coming, okay? And we've got I can hear jets taking off. Well, they've already taken off. They just like to fly by. You know, I've got some cool Top Guns around. So with this Justice and Seven of Cups cards, it's really interesting because whatever breakthrough, breakaway, opportunity that you have been seeking, one that balances you, one that fulfills you, one that makes you feel like you're here for a greater purpose. And I'm talking on a deeper level. Yes, whether you're a parent, a teacher, a mentor, there's something even deeper under the layers that I feel like is being shown to you, okay? And with this information that potentially you receive, because I feel like information, the Justice, you know, she has a sword, okay, in this card. The sword to me is communication, okay? But also, as part of this communication, it's one that is very black and white, okay? There's no middle. And if there is any middle, it's to pique your curiosity. You know how sometimes you're given a riddle or someone says something quite profound and it just like, you just go, whoa, I've never really looked or thought of something that way. And it's kind of like, that's what I feel is happening here for you, okay? It's like whatever information you're receiving, Pisces, it's going to balance things out, it's going to pique your interest, and it's now going to present many opportunities to you that you have been waiting for, that you have been seeking. These could be multiple job offers, multiple clients, multiple ways of to adventure, people to help, but this is not about doing it all. This is about making a choice that's in alignment for you, because justice is about putting things into alignment, okay, with that Libran energy. What balances you out is not going to be the same as what balances out your partner or the person next door or your best friend. We all have our own way where we feel balanced, where we feel whole, okay? And what stimulates us, what excites us is very different. So when you are choosing, choose from where you feel connected. And I feel like that's important, even though the justice is quite logical, quite black and white, quite direct in that process when a decision is made or when something comes to fruition or when something shows up in our favor. This is the favor, choice, opportunity, and what you've been asking for. So I feel like these are like presents and gifts that are showing up that you need to unwrap and go deeper in, not just look on the outside of what's being offered. Go deeper, because that's going to be your key part here, Pisces, when it comes to getting to your 10 of Pentacles energy. This is a time, it's interesting, Spirit's saying this is a time not to repeat the past. This is a time to have learnt from your experiences. So whether you need to pause for a moment, whether you need to rebalance, remember how you've got here, remember what you've been through. And I feel like any old patterns, anything new that you need to learn is the time to now start putting them into action. Whether it's got to do with money and how to balance that better. You know, it could be making sure you have certain money aside for savings, for taxes, diversification, okay? Maybe it's how you handle a situation. Which way can you come from? How can you understand people in a new way? Okay, you know, emotionally, intelligently. How can you support your family in a new way? How can you ask for what you need in a new way that communicates, that feels good for everyone, okay? That's just kind of what information I'm getting. But whatever it is, this is about you using your gifts, using your talents, using your skills, and being so spiritually connected and aligned to your purpose and your path that I think you're just birthing something pretty incredible, pretty new, and you're getting a lot of ideas on how to move forth and take action. But a lot of things are just going to show up for you too, Pisces. Okay. We're going to get a card on what you need to do or what Spirit wants you to know in terms of how to best support yourself through this period of the new moon energy. I hope this has been insightful for you, Pisces. I mean, I'm quite surprised of the information that came through, but at the same time, I'm not, because you are so spiritually connected, being a Pisces, to all things. I feel like you integrate all elements when it comes to, you know, spirituality, astrology, energetics. There's just some deeper level that you've been gifted, okay? Being born into this world as a Pisces, okay? So Spirit is saying the best way to support yourself right now is through intention. What if the only resolution you made was to love yourself more? And it's interesting. That was so weird. It's interesting that resolution is coming up with end of year coming in, with Thanksgiving, you know, with Christmas for those that connect in Christmas, but also New Year. It's a time for a lot for self-reflection. And I love this as an intention. about how you can choose yourself more, how you can love yourself more. And sometimes it's just being gentler on yourself, because then you are gentler on others. Sometimes we're so hard on ourselves that we don't realize we're coming from a place too that seems hard or harsh or specific or nitpicky on others. And it's not that we're coming across intentionally that way, but it may for that person or those people, because we have detail, we have, awareness, we can see things that other people can't see and connect into. But sometimes our response and delivery is because we want to help so much, and it sometimes can come across a little controlling, because we do feel sometimes that we know better. We do feel sometimes our insight is usually on the mark because we're so connected. And I feel that a big part is being more gentle on yourself. So your approach to things, even though you are super compassionate, Pisces, your approach to things come across as more gentle, is more spiritually aligned to the other person's soul and path and passage and journey. Okay, sometimes I don't even know what's coming out of me or what I'm saying, but that is the message for today, Pisces. And I hope this resonates in some way. I feel like this is a pretty profound message. This is a new moon energy, and I am absolutely excited for what is to come for you, because there's a lot of beauty and a lot of grace on the other side. I'll catch you later.